Hey guys, what is up? Today I'm going to be showing you some of the macros that I use in PvP. I hope you guys can take some of these and use them in your own arenas and, improve your game. Okay guys, so before I go over each specific macro, I wanted to just go over focus with you guys. Now, focus is essential for high-end arena play, and I really suggest that you guys use it. If you don't, you're really just holding yourself back. Okay, so first off, I use this macro here to focus targets. Whatever target you are hovering over with your mouse, if you press the macro at that time, it will focus them. Now, you don't really need this macro just because you can right click on your arena frames and that will focus targets also. But here, I'm going to give you a little example. Like if I hover over my pet here and press the macro, it will focus him. I'll focus this dummy. And there's a squirrel over here before. Oh, here he is, and I'll focus him without even targeting them. So that's useful if you don't want to right click your arena frames, but I suggest right clicking your arena frames over this, but you can use this too if you want. Okay, so now that focus is out of the way, time to go over my macros. The first one I wanted to go over with you guys is focus blind. It's pretty simple really. It's just whatever target you're focusing and you hit this macro, it will blind them. Now this is really useful just because I could be attacking one target and then blind another without even switching or having to go out of my way to go over there and target them. I could just use this macro and it will blind them. The next macro is focus dismantle. This is very useful just to help peel or disarm a target that you're not on. It's just focus is just great. All my macros, or many of my macros, are focus macros, as they are very useful. This one I like to use I like to call the drive-by disarm, where say you're on a target and then you could just wander over a few feet and just disarm the melee off of your partner or even yourself without even having to switch targets and target them. The next macro here is focus kick. This is also very important, as you could be on a target and kick the other one and up their cast just to stop them without having to target them. The next macro here is focus sap macro. This is very useful, especially in a situation where say you blind somebody and you want to sap them out of it. You can keep targeting your target that you're killing and just walk over and just press this macro, and it's that simple. He's sapped. The next macro here is a focus shadow step macro. This does exactly what it says it does. It shadow steps your focus target. I'll give you guys a little example right now. As you can see here, I am focusing the squirrel and targeting the dummy. Now, if I press the macro, I will shadow step the squirrel. Next up is focus gouge. This is one of my favorite focus macros because I definitely use this multiple times a game, whether it's peeling off of one of your partners or interrupting somebody. Or my favorite thing to do with this is if you see a paladin with orb mastery up and you can't do anything to stop him, like you don't have any stuns up or you can't get behind him for a garrote or anything, you can just walk over, focus gouge him, and that'll interrupt his cast. Same thing with the priest using air focus. This is my prep macro. Now what this does is it will pop sprint if you haven't already popped it, so then when you do prep, it'll reset your cooldown on sprint, so it'll essentially give you an extra sprint. I used to have evasion on this until they took it out off prep, but it's okay. Next macro here is my sap macro. Now this is really useful if you're versing a rogue team, because if you're in stealth and he's in stealth and you're both spamming sap, as soon as you see him, you don't even have to target him, tab, you don't have to click on him, anything, it'll just sap him as long as he's in range. The next one I have is tricks macro. This macro puts tricks of the trade on the first person in your party, because I have party 1 here, or right here, and you have to edit this depending on who you want to tricks. If you want to tricks party 1, 2, 3, whatever, or if you want to put in a specific name, that's fine too. It's just easier so you don't have to actually click on the person and then press tricks of the trade after. It's just faster. This one's pretty simple. It's just a backstab start attack macro. Now this is just good so you don't have to, if you forget to right click, it'll already start attacking. I have the same thing for hemorrhage here. Next macro is a focus shiv. Now this is one of my favorites actually because it's really good just to CC a melee. Like people think that CCs are only like snares, stuns, incapacitates, fears, but a slow can be a CC for a melee. Say you're versing a warrior team, which is not very common right now because warriors aren't in the best state, but you could walk past the warrior, shiv him, and he's slowed 70%. He has to walk over to his target if he doesn't have charge or heroic leap up. It's really good. Next one here is my redirect kidney macro. Now this is really good. I use this a lot because what this does is it will redirect all of your combo points on your current target to your focus target. and then it will kidney shot them. You have to press it 2 times, or I just spam it, and that works perfectly for me. And it will kidney shot them, and that's perfect. You can smoke bomb so the healer can't have line of sight, and then sap out of it, which really helps. It's a good way to CC somebody. And then the last 2 macros I'm going to show you are my wound poison and crippling poison macros. Now these just apply wound and crippling to your main and offhand weapons with 1 click instead of having to click twice. It's just a quicker way to apply poisons. This is my wound, and this is crippling. Okay, so I hope you guys learned a little something today. You know, maybe make use of some of these macros in the arena or anywhere really. And if you did enjoy the video, you can like it and subscribe to my channel for future content. See you guys next time.